NCLEX is not like your nursing school exam. It was not like my nursing school exam. That's what I have to tell you now. If you have that relationship that is when you are about to do something great in your life, I've been in that kind of situation before. That's when there's one fight or there's one this thing. Remove yourself immediately. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are coming here for the first time, please like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification. Hi, besties, to those ones that are my besties. Thank you for always coming back here. So today, I'm going to be talking about the common mistakes people make before writing their NCLEX exam. Yes, before. So I have my book here of what I already wrote. I'm just going to be reading from here and explaining if I have like an explanation to make. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing I would say is waiting too long to test after graduation. We all know there's like this fear, like I want to wait maybe after 1 year, after 1 year is too long. 1 year is too long. I can see 6 years, did I say yes? I can see 6 months, yes, it's good. 8 months is good, 9 months is good. But once it's already getting to 1 year, how do you want to remember? Like, how would you remember? You to just think about it now. For your quizzes and everything in nursing school, you were able to like catch up. I know NCLEX is not like your nursing school exam, right? But then, if you are able to plan yourself well, I'll advise you to write it fast so that everything will be fresh in your memory. And also, from your past, what do they call it now? Your stock knowledge you get is going to, help you also in NCLEX. So the second one is assuming that the text is like the ones taken in nursing school. I just touched that now. NCLEX is not like your nursing school exam. It was not like my nursing school exam. That's what I have to tell you now. Because nursing school exam, they don't really take priorities that serious like that. They just want to know this is the right, this is the right. But in NCLEX, all the four options are right. All you have to just look for is now the priority. So I feel like nursing school is lagging in that area. Like there are some tests that talk about priority in nursing school, but NCLEX, when you're writing NCLEX, it will look like almost all your questions are like priority because all the answers, all the options I should say are right. They just wanted to choose the priority. So it is mostly not like your nursing school. But I don't know about other people curriculum now, but I know that it is not like nursing school. It is not like nursing school exam. So the third one is not understanding what the question is really asking you. Even in nursing school exam, you know that this one is something that you need to like understand. So now if they're asking you about a certain thing, you have to read it to your own understanding. That's just how English is. If you don't understand it, that's the first mistake. So there are some questions that will be like, what is the first thing? There's someone that will say that what is the last thing? You know how it is now. They can ask you about the patient, like, oh, after this one, what is the next thing? Then you're already thinking about another thing. So you have to understand the question. That's the thing. If you don't understand it, that's the first, like, just know that you are failing that question. That's it. So the first thing you have to do is to read it and make sure you understand. So the fourth thing will be not getting enough sleep before the exam. We all know that sleep is important. Well, me, oh, I know I'm trying to advise you. If you can tell from the video that I made on my NCLEX day, the night before, I wasn't able to sleep. I was just all over the place. I was just turning and tossing. I wasn't anxious, but I just couldn't sleep. So what did I do? I read. But I'll advise you to sleep, especially if your test is like it's late in the evening. If you didn't sleep in that the night before, in the evening is when you want to start falling asleep. So my own exam was in the afternoon, or should I say morning, because it's like 12 p.m. So I don't know how I was able to do that. Maybe I was just alert and all. But then sleep is good though. Sleep is good because it's to help our brain, to what do they call it now? It will help our brains to assimilate well to understand the question. So another thing about sleep is that you should aim to sleep for at least 7 full hours each night during the week before the exam. That week that of your exam, let's just say if your exam is on Monday, right? What do? From on Monday of this week, this last week, you are going to start sleeping at least 7 hours. Do you get it? So that next Monday, your sleep cycle is like good. So if your exam is on Friday, on Monday, that first Monday of that week, you are going to start sleeping for 7 hours. I hope you understand. If your exam, let me use another one. If your exam is on Thursday now, from on Thursday of the week before, you are going to start sleeping for 7 hours. I hope you get that one. So another one is to make sure to put the question in your own words and figure out what the question is really asking you. What did I mean by saying this? And figure out what the question is really asking you will be the actual quote in this tip here. Okay, now if the question is asking you, okay, a pregnant woman just came in this that day, she's having eclampsia or preeclampsia. What do you do first? You should know that the first thing you do is this. Do you get? But when they say she's have the same question and they say do you do? They did not put first. That could be another answer. If they give you the same option, it might not be the same, what do they call it now? It might not be the same answer you're going to pick for where they say first and where they didn't put first. Do you understand? I hope you do. I really do hope you do, because I don't have a sample question here. I really hope you do understand. So the other one is not creating a structured study plan with simulation tests. This one is very important. This is what you are going to be doing for the 6 months you are waiting, the 8 months you are waiting. This is what you are going to be doing. The study plan, I understand maybe the first month you are trying to still understand your reading pattern, especially for NCLEX, is like a different ball game altogether than your nursing school plan. So your reading pattern now is like focused. There are some things that you need to be focusing more. There are some topics you need to be focusing more concerning NCLEX. So this one you are meant to have a timetable. That's number one. After getting a timetable, you are going to get like a desired time that you know that your brain is able to assimilate. Some people read more in the midnight. Some people read more in the morning. Some people read more in the afternoon. Some people read more in the library. So if you are reading in the library, you should know that it's not being in the midnight, except it's a 24 hours kind of library. So you put your reading time with the library, working hours and all those stuff. So you have a structured, when they say structured now, it's not that I'm going to miss today and tomorrow I'll just read for 14 hours instead of 7 hours. No, no. Read your 7 hours. If you are able to, I feel like if you are able to read 7 hours, right? And you still have strength to read. The highest you can still read is like, let's say 7 hours, then plus 30 minutes. Because once you start going over that 7 hours, what you read might not, it might not stick. So let's not talk about, okay, I missed Tuesday reading. So on Wednesday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read for Tuesday and also maybe take some break, let's say 2 hours break, and read for Wednesday. It will not work. I'm not joking, it will not work because I tried it. I'm telling you, I tried it, and what I read for the first hours, that was my normal hours, it stuck, and I was like, wow, this one. When I took a rest and I said, let me read again. I was also reading on my, I was just, even, that was when I was not distracted and everything. So I would advise you to just focus on it. If you miss the days, of course you're going to miss the days. Don't now say, oh, because I missed this day, I'm going to bombard myself the next day. No. Know that that day is already missed, and then you plan your timetable. Just continue with your timetable. You either insert it on the days whereby you are doing few things, You insert it like that, maybe for you add more 30 minutes, more 30 minutes. But when you are going over 1 hour with your normal reading time, I don't know, I don't want to say that would be a waste, but that's just what I feel. So another one is resting too soon after failing the exam. These are people, for people that are already have already written the exam, and unfortunately, I know how hard it is. Unfortunately, they failed. Hmm? I'm going to tell you that when you rest too long after failing the exam, the motivation will not be there anymore. Yes, so the best thing is to, of course, you are going to rest because that just took a toll on you. You are going to rest. I'm not going to give you a time frame because people are different. But rest and know when to say it's time, let's start again. And when you are starting again now, you are starting from the beginning because you don't want to go back and be heartbroken again and be like, oh, I should have started from beginning, all those type. Just start again when you want to start reading again. So I'm sorry that you failed the NCLEX. I'm very, very sorry, and I'm going to tell you that I'm sorry. I don't know how else to explain it, but I understand you read the first time, right? You read the first time. What do you do the second time now? You take it and be like, no be you, I go do you. It's not other people that are passing you. After I rest small like this, after I rest for 1 month, I feel like 1 month should be the highest though. Because I think you are able to take the NCLEX after 40 days after failing. So I feel like when you have rested already for like 1 month, some people will not even rest, and maybe after 5 days they start again. But then I don't want you to postpone your, what do they call it, your grieving, because of course there's a grief there. So I prefer when people grieve and get it over with. So after you grieve about not passing that exam, what do? You just pick yourself, dust your book again, and start all over again. You can still use the same thing you use, but I'll advise that you change your strategy now, because of course if once plan A didn't work, you have to have like a plan B and all those stuff. So another one is not taking care of oneself before and during the exam. What did this mean? If I'm going to talk about during the exam now or before the exam, okay, let's just talk about both of them together. If you know that you are feeling sick or something, use your medication, so long as it's not a sleeping pill and it's not make you drowsy or something. Use your medication, take care of yourself. I advise that you even remove yourself from people that are going to like drain you, because there are some people that when you start talking to them, I'm not going to lie to you, your energy just starts getting drained and you start thinking a lot and all those stuff. So you just remove yourself from those kind of people. Take care of yourself. Now you're going to focus on yourself. If you have that relationship that is when you are about to do something great in your life, I've been in that kind of situation before. That's when there's one fight or there's one this thing. Remove yourself immediately. Later on, people can pick up. I will advise you not to go back later on, but then later on, people can pick up. This is the exam that can change everything about your life. So, what do? You just take care of yourself mentally, physically also. So you can also do it in different ways. You don't need to be thinking about all this your financial stress and everything before the exam, because that will really, really take a toll on you during the exam. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, which I've already talked about in my previous videos, I'm saying it now again for people that have not watched the video. If you have not watched the video, you can go back, scroll down. You're going to see different videos I made about NCLEX. So the next tip and the last one is panicking during the test. Yes, I say yes. Yes, people panic during the test, and it is not advisable. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your score. So what do? You relax. When you see the question that is kind of making you go crazy and all, you relax, close your eye. See, it is you and your exam, you and your this thing. What do? Even I'm telling you what I did during my exam. When I read that question, I just close my eye. take deep breaths as many times as possible. I'm telling you, because if you don't pass this exam, you're going to be so bothered about it. So what do? You just no, don't panic. Don't panic. Yes, don't panic. So that's all for today. Thank you for still watching this video. Thank you. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you understood every example I made. If you don't understand, please go to the comment section. I'm going to answer you. Don't worry. I'm going to answer you. And if you want like a situation of those questions I was talking about, but I feel like you're a nursing student, you should know it. But if you don't understand the question I was talking about earlier, you can also say it in the comment section. So maybe I'm going to post it in my shorts so you will see it. All right, now bye and have a beautiful day. Don't forget to take care of yourself and read to understand. Bye.